Hi folks, Frank Connors again. Reading today from Speaking Frankly again, still, and before we start, I gotta show you. Went to Bowden Dam this morning, picked strawberries, got 6 or 8 quarts in just a half an hour. Picking's a little bit slow because it's been so dry, so pray for rain. Essay today is called Strawberries. Given inches or ounces, I can think of nothing in this world more perfectly packed than a strawberry. These red, luscious rubies of packed sunlight, bursting with flavor, bursting with juice, just don't come soon enough and are gone before you know it. But while they're here, life is good. So very, very good. I take them as a package. Picking them is right up there with eating them. Smelling them is almost as sweet as tasting them. I'm thinking the first day of strawberry picking should be at least a local holiday. When I was a kid, probably 13 to 14 years old, I became a professional strawberry picker. Not real good, not real fast, but that has to be where the passion began. A farmer named Lloyd, with berry fields maybe a mile up the road, hired me and my brothers to help him get the morsels to market. This was my first experience with vertical marketing. Get there at dawn, pick as many berries as we could before 9 a.m., load them in the bed of his old Ford pickup so he could take them around and sell them. I think he paid us 20 cents a quart and sold them at market for 75 cents a quart. It didn't hurt that Lloyd had these 2 lovely daughters working in the fields, but in those days, I was still more interested in the berries. Before we get into this discussion too deeply, how many people have had a bowl of wild strawberries to eat? These tender, tiny, tasty delights are something from a different world. They are that good. Wild berries are always worth the hunt, and hunt you must. An open, rolling hayfield is a good bet, and you should be out looking right now, locating a mass of delicate yellow and white daisies locating a mass of delicate yellow-white blossoms before the field fills with it. Higher timothy and sweet grasses will give you a leg up to locating a patch when what is a terribly short season ripens off. I remember wild strawberry picking with my grandmother Sadie Ruth. She was a tiny lady, but she could gallop through a field, skirt and apron billowing in the gentle breezes. She would roam from patch to patch to patch till she had gathered a quart or 2. Me, I'd stick to picking my first pint. She seemed to have a sense where every patch was. She was one of those ordered people who hauled her berries in the field and still picked so many more than me. She'd hold a tiny berry between her dainty, blood-red fingers and thumb and drop it gently into the bucket. Pick 'em and prepare 'em, she'd say. Never handle them more than you need to. My sister Marilyn used to love picking wild strawberries and disliked eating them. Who can imagine that? For me, it was the best of both worlds. She picked me many a saucer full in her old days, but I'm guessing I must have upset her once, or perhaps twice, because it's been too many years since she last offered me berries. Many, many, many of my Jane's famous fruit pies are based on strawberries. If there's a person in this world who can add value to strawberries, it would be my Jane. Strawberry rhubarb, strawberry peach, strawberry blueberry. Are you getting the idea? Just a little tart, always sweet, always flavor-filled, and just crusty enough. Yum. And there are the strawberry shortcakes, or real biscuits, just like the ones my mother used to make, and yes, Jane can. You take them fresh from the oven, split them open, and daub them with a dollop of butter. Berries mashed so hard they start to bleed. Sugar them lightly, just to make the flavor pop. I'm thinking it's the confusion of sweet against sour that makes a shortcake work. Pour the berries on till the biscuit starts to float, then leave it to soak. The bottom of that bread needs to get soggy. If you're after perfection, there has to be a little crispness in the top biscuit, but always keep pouring on the mashed berries. Top the whole thing with one bright berry, the largest one that you have in your quart, and if you really want to impress somebody. Whipped cream is optional, even anticlimactic, but I still recommend it. We're talking about the very essence of summer here, folks. Go for it. Prouts, Fenimores, Rackleys, or Pops, you just have to get yourself to a pick-your-own operation during the strawberry season. Maine right then is at its best. Days are long, songbird filled. The sun is high and the temperature, day and night, is perfect. Get on your knees, lift the leaves, and pick more than you need. Make sure that Polly or Pat are looking away, then eat yourself a few. Eat some more. I've had field owners threaten to weigh me in, weigh me out. I eat that many. I've even been seen taking a pocket full of Cheerios into the field with me, just for a snack. If there's a better way to spend a summer evening, I haven't discovered it yet, and I'm a great lover of summer evenings. Ruby red, beautiful juice-filled baubles. I think strawberries should become the national fruit. Thanks for listening.